Why do people with borderline personality disorder often end up in relationships with narcissistic partners? It's a pattern seen over and over again. At first, the connection feels intense, passionate, and deeply meaningful. But over time, it turns into a roller coaster of emotional chaos. What makes these two personality types so drawn to each other? Let's break it down. The attraction between someone with BPD and a narcissist isn't random. Their traits complement each other in a way that initially feels magnetic. Borderline individuals have an intense fear of abandonment and crave deep emotional connection. Narcissists, on the other hand, thrive on admiration and control. The borderline partner idealizes the narcissist, showering them with love and attention. This fulfills the narcissist's need to feel special and adored. In return, the narcissist offers the borderline intense validation, at least in the beginning. It feels like the perfect match, but this dynamic quickly shifts. The relationship follows a predictable cycle. It starts with the idealization phase, where the borderline partner views the narcissist as perfect and irreplaceable. The narcissist enjoys being the center of attention, reinforcing this dynamic. But then, the devaluation phase begins. The narcissist starts to pull away, becoming critical, distant, or even emotionally abusive. This triggers the borderline individual's deep fear of abandonment, leading to extreme emotional reactions. The more the borderline partner tries to hold on, the more the narcissist pushes away. Eventually, the relationship reaches a breaking point, but instead of ending, the narcissist will often use manipulation, sometimes love bombing, sometimes guilt, to pull the borderline partner back in. And just like that, the cycle starts all over again. If the relationship is so destructive, why doesn't the borderline partner leave? The answer lies in deep-seated emotional patterns. Many people with BPD have experienced early life trauma or unstable relationships, making this push-pull cycle feel familiar. Even a toxic relationship can feel safer than being alone. Additionally, the extreme highs and lows create a biochemical addiction. The brain becomes wired to crave the emotional intensity, even when it's painful. And then there's hope, the belief that if they just love their partner enough, things will get better. But in reality, the cycle keeps repeating. While borderline individuals stay because of fear of abandonment, narcissists stay for different reasons. They thrive on control and admiration. In the early phase of the relationship, the borderline partner idolizes them, feeding their ego. Later, as the borderline person becomes more emotionally distressed, the narcissist gains even more power. They enjoy knowing that they can push someone away and still be chased. The emotional chaos isn't a problem for them. It's a source of validation. And if their partner ever threatens to leave, they may use guilt, manipulation, or temporary affection to pull them back in. Escaping this toxic dynamic requires deep self-awareness and healing. For people with BPD, therapy, especially dialectical behavior therapy, can help manage emotional instability and build a stronger sense of self-worth. Understanding that love doesn't have to be chaotic is key. Setting boundaries and breaking the cycle of emotional addiction is crucial. The no-contact rule can be essential when dealing with a narcissistic partner to prevent being pulled back in. Toxic attraction between borderlines and narcissists is just one example of dysfunctional relationship patterns. But what about relationships between two narcissists, or between two borderline individuals? In the next video, we'll explore those dynamics. Check the video description for links to research on toxic relationships and personality disorders.